What is up, guys? Welcome back to game 4 of the APL 2020 quarterfinal number 3. Bazaar going up against HKA here. And yeah, we already have that Landor ban coming out by Bazaar. Of course, they were able to win that previous game just at the end with that huge late game Yorn damage coming through. And yeah, we will see how they will decide to draft this. Of course, I already pointed out numerous times that they don't have the D-Rock available. They don't have that Laville and Kefani, I think, as well. They already picked some really OP picks here. HKA, as per usual, banning out that Zip on that red side, of course. And again, a Xenial ban. I think we've seen it before in this series. And we have that D-Rock ban, of course, coming out by Bazaar. We'll see what they first pick. They haven't picked Florentino yet. Richter was already picked. Omen was not picked by them, but I'm pretty sure HKA picked it the last game or the one previous to that. So yeah, we'll see how they will draft here. They already picked their Kira, Ignis, a lot of these very strong mages already coming out by Bazaar. So we'll see what they will be picking up here. Of course, as I already said throughout this series, their gameplay not really too impressive so far. As I said, they are playing very passive. I would like to see some more proactiveness. That is how they were able to win that last game there, that game number 3. And yeah, they decide to go for a Kefani, which is a very solid first pick here. And we'll see what HKA already picked now. They already picked that Kefani. They already picked Laville. Now, they haven't picked Florentino. Both teams haven't actually picked Florentino yet. And they haven't, HKA hasn't picked Richter yet, which is very possible to come out here. And they are hovering it right now. We'll see if they would, what they will pick up other than that. As I said, the Laville is already out. I think they will have to pick up a marksman in those first 3 spots, because they don't want the marksman to be banned out by Bazaar here, because of course Bazaar already picked up their marksman, so they don't care about any marksman bans, which is probably something we will see coming out by them if HK decides not to pick one. And they are hovering that Wisp right now. Now that Richter of course doesn't need to be picked yet, because the Richter is already was already picked by Bazaar, so they can't go for it again in this series. And they do decide to go Wisp, so we've already seen it coming out by Team Flash. It worked okay, I would say. It worked pretty well. And yeah, we'll see if they can replicate that success or even build up on it. Of course, they have that Krizzix, which is a very nice combo with that ultimate of Wisp. Omen coming out here. Omen is a very safe pick here. But now I feel like HKA might decide to not pick Richter yet and save him for a different game. We have that Emily coming out as well. We might see a jungle Emily. Definitely not a bad choice, but as you heard in my tone there, probably not coming out here. Emily is definitely something you want to pick in the side lane in pro play, and only when everything else is picked. And yeah, Pain coming in, and not the Omen yet, instead that Alice. Now, what I would like to see from HKA here is a quick Richter pick into an Omen ban, okay? Or they could also, I think Richter pick into an Omen ban is very juicy here. And of course, we don't know who's gonna play that Pain yet. Pain can be flexed into the mid lane or into the jungle, so both could be coming out here. So it would be really difficult to ban for HKA if they want to ban for a jungler or something, or for a mid laner. So again, I think Richter pick up here into an Omen ban, into another Slayer lane ban, and they're in a very good spot here, okay? They pick up that Richter. I would like to see a Kilgrove and an Omen ban. I think that might be the best here. The Omen ban is coming in. Very well chosen. I think Kilgrove ban would be good. Let me see. What did Bazaar pick yet? They're not showing it. They're not showing it. Ignis is being banned out, potentially. Again, of course, HKA wants some mid laners, but so does Bazaar. Bazaar also, again, they could be putting their Pain mid, but It could also very well be jungle. So definitely liking this HKA draft a lot so far. Again, I'm liking that Richter, it hard counters Kefani. It also just is super broken. And yeah, it just works really well. Krizzix, just a really strong support. Wisp, not the strongest hero, of course, but you gotta make do with what you... Hey, listen guys, you should just put me into the coaching position of HKA. Killgraph ban coming out right as they're listening, man. You know, listen guys, you're not the only ones watching these videos. All the pro teams watch the Gaming Warlords videos as well to learn this beautiful Arena of Valor game, okay? Don't you get that mixed up. We have an Ignis ban coming out and a Florentino ban. Now again, Florentino was of course one of the picks that both teams didn't choose yet, and I think Bazaar was too scared of that Florentino going maybe into the jungle possibly, or that Wisp just going jungle and then just having Richter and Florentino side lane. However, now the mid laners are scarce and Liliana is already picked up by HKA. And now we might actually see, like, D-Rock is picked, D-Rock is gone, Raz is gone, Ignis is gone, Liliana is gone now as well. So we might very well see Pain in that mid lane position. I think QQ plays it a lot as well. I think I've seen Bazaar just play a lot of Pain mid lane as opposed to Pain jungle. So we might see that coming out. They're hovering over an Emily jungle once again and Lubu right now. Lubu Lubu is not too bad against the Richter, so that seems like the best pick for that position at least. But I'm still wondering about this Emily. Definitely can work. It is locked in. It is locked in. Of course, we could still see Emily side lane, Lubu jungle. We could still see Kefani jungle actually, Lubu and Emily side lane. We can see all of these possibilities. I'm not a fan of Kefani jungle, but I think Thailand as a region plays it every now and then. I think the only teams that played Kefani jungle so far in this tournament were Thai teams, but I might be wrong. Yeah, we might see it coming out, but I would really prefer to see it in lane. And I think that Emily jungle is very well countered actually by that Krizzix, okay? And right now we have Pain jungle, Emily mid lane. Now that is something that isn't all that bad, but I'm not sure if they will swap in that very last second there. We will see it in game. Now that is definitely something that isn't all that bad, okay? It might seem really bad, but you can treat it like an Irelia mid lane from League of Legends, okay? It's just a warrior in the mid lane. She's super tanky and she has decent roams. I would have preferred to see a flicker coming out from her for sure, because with that flicker she can just completely one-shot this Wisp and there is no counterplay to that. However, we see her coming out here with a sprint. That will be very interesting. You will already see me doing that as well in ranked for you guys to get a video. That will be hilarious. That will be a lot of fun to try out. But yeah, we see the Emily mid lane coming out. That is going to be very exciting. We'll see if Bazaar is going to be able to turn this series around. They already managed to get one win in that last game. So we'll see if they manage to actually turn this completely around with that cute little Emily in the mid. With that Alice, of course, Pain already leeching some XP here. We'll see how this Emily can play. The way you can play Emily is you can give your jungler and marksman a lot of farm, and then you just go full tank as Emily, and with your ultimate you will still be very, very tanky. And this is the issue with Wisp here. You can see you just get completely destroyed by that Kefani. She's just way too strong in that laning phase, but she used her sprint, which is kind of a waste here. Emily just getting attacked again. This is what I was gonna say. Emily in the jungle, in that jungle matchup, gets countered by Krizzix because he just counters tanks. The percentage damage just does a lot onto Emily as well, despite her ultimate. And Krizzix is able to get that first blood right there onto that Alice. She got completely caught out. And once again, Hong Kong attitude seems to be winning so far. We will definitely see Valor has 80% win rate with Krizzix after 10 games. So that's very impressive, of course, in this tournament. We'll see if he is gonna be the best Krizzix in this tournament so far. I'm not sure if I think I checked out some games of him with Krizzix, definitely. But I don't really remember if he played incredibly well. I mean, Krizzix is really strong, to be fair, so all of these support players are amazing at Krizzix, just because the hero is amazing, first of all. But yeah, you can see exactly what I'm talking about, that Emily is coming out with that ultimate now, and she is just incredibly tanky, and they are able to pick up a return kill onto that enemy support as well. However, HKA is once again around 500 gold ahead in that early game. Again, just playing very solid Arena of Valor macro here, getting ever so slight lead. But if you do it every single game, guys, why is that Liliana Fox so small? Can you please fix that bug, mate? Tencent, Timmy, what are you doing? Hey, Timmy, man, what is wrong with you? That Liliana skin could be so clean, but why is it a lowly Fox, man? Not everybody loves lowlies. Listen, man, get Ishar, get Alice out of my face, bruv, okay? I'm good friends with the FBI now. No more lowlies for me, okay? Chill out, boys. And yeah, we have another fight breaking out. Liliana is, of course, going to be able to jump away with her infinite mobility. 2 dashes. You know, you can always get out of any situation there. That Wisp is definitely gonna be a huge weak point of this HKA roster. Kefani is just so broken. But again, Bazaar using another really strong hero here. Kefani again picked up by Bazaar. Pain is also considered one of the stronger heroes, and Alice is considered one of the strongest supports. Meanwhile, we have Krizzix, and I mean, both teams really picked a loaded team here. It is just that marksman position is completely outclassed by for the Bazaar side, okay? So that just might be a huge issue there. We'll see how this turns out though in the end game. I mean, we always keep talking about how in the late game, if you have the stronger marksman, you just end up winning. So that is what I'm worried for, worried about here for HKA. They have, of course, that Liliana late game, which is definitely gonna be better than Emily. I mean, Emily isn't too weak, but come on, man. Emily is just not... You can already see she's just gonna go full tank. As I said, she already conceded a lot of her farm to that Pain. So that seems to be what this game is gonna be about. Pain, of course, really strong late game too. So I feel like in the late game, Bazaar takes the cake here. They also had a better late game comp last game. So they seem to be that late game focused team, at least in this series for now. Maybe they should consider themselves that in this series, because that is how they won that single game so far that they have managed to win. So we have them pressuring that bot lane tower, not really too much dropping. Liliana is trying to poke out that Kefani, not really able to. Kefani just dodges away, and the mid lane wave is going to be cleared by that Pain. However, if he just goes in alone there, he's waiting, because he can't really go in alone. Seems like Bazaar is being way too greedy here for this bottom. Yeah, just this Wisp obviously knows you're in there, guys. They're just trying, being very patient. Sometimes patience pays off, but if it's that obvious, it will never pay off. Now, we have Bazaar rotating back to that middle lane right now, clearing out, trying to clear out that wave. Richter jumps in, wastes his ult though. So we will see. They managed to clear out that wave first, so they start the dragon. And Pain is just top lane, is being spotted there, so he doesn't care. And this Lubu is just trying to clear that tower, doesn't get it before Pain clears it. And now, I mean, the Richter clears the minions. And now we might see a kill coming out by that Liliana. Nah, that was just way too... that was way too ambitious there. That was just... Nah, bruv. That was very obvious it would be in range. She should have not walked into that wall, but it's fine. I don't think that S1 would have killed anyway. And now again, Dragon still being done here by HKA. They pick it up in the end. They get that full minion wave in the bot lane as well. So they're chilling. They are definitely in a very good spot. 1.2k gold ahead. So they are really just happy with how this game is progressing so far. This Richter has to use Arctic Orb, but he's able to get away with that Flicker. However, Flicker being used is not something you enjoy seeing here. But Lubu is able to get picked up in return here for that Richter Flicker. So it was still very worth it in the end for HKA. They are 2,000 gold ahead now. So they're just really big now. They're just very happy about how this game is going so far. And now the Wisp solo kills the Kefani. And now that Pain is trying to kill that Wisp. He does. He has Arctic Orb. I think he will get away. Yeah, he just ults away. Come on, man. Such a broken hero. But it's all good. Yeah, Wisp is able to get a solo juice kill onto Kefani. That is hilarious. So maybe I was wrong. Maybe I was wrong here with my judgment about Wisp being much worse than Kefani. I mean, I don't know, man. That is still kind of cringe to die as a Kefani 1v1 to a Wisp. Let's be 100% real right now. And yeah, both have very similar items. Of course, Bow of Slaughter going to come out of Kefani first. And the Wisp is just going for that Slick Sting. And yeah, we have that Wisp just poking down that mid lane tower. Very stellar performance right now coming out by that Wisp. Playing the worst hero out of these 10 in this game probably. Yeah, you could make a case for Emily, but I think Wisp is worse than Emily right now. And yeah, he is just doing really well. They even secured the Slayer right there. So they are just... But again, you keep wondering, man, why is Bazaar not trying to fight back that Slayer? They just instantly give it up. And I mean, to give it up that early into the game, only because some of your members are poked out a little bit, that is just very weird to me. They lose that mid lane tower as well right now, and now we might see just a huge HKA snowball rolling down the hill here onto Bazaar's house, because yeah, this is just what this game progress is telling me so far. 3k gold lead now. You get another Abyssal Dragon going to HKA, and HKA is just taking everything for free here. It's like taking candy from a child, mate. What is... I mean, Bazaar's roster is pretty young, but that shouldn't explain that. That they're taking the candy from a child. Come on, man. We want some good games here. I mean, the last game was pretty good. But yeah, we definitely see Bazaar playing very scared here of the HKA roster. Again, I don't feel like they were behind enough to leave all these objectives. But you can see, man, Shaolin is just a farming genius, guys. 8.5k gold onto that jungler coming in. Meanwhile, Pain is at 6.2k. That definitely seems like a huge disadvantage right now. And yeah, Krizzix ult used, Krizzix Arctic Orb used, but he does survive and he is able to get away here, goes back in with his ult, is able to do enough damage so they can pick up that Pain kill before he dies. And in the end, a 1-for-1 trade. And the Krizzix dies as well in the end. However, they are able to pick up that Lubu as well, and that Kefani at the back of it, that Richter is able to get it. And yeah, we just have a ton of kills coming in for HKA. Of course, both teams have plenty of endless cycles to just respawn, but the damage is done on the side of Bazaar. HKA just picks up another tower there, another tier 2 tower dropping, and another one. I guess DJ Khaled is playing for HKA right now because they get another one in the bottom lane as well. Now, we have that Drake still pretty healthy, still pushing in here. Is gonna go for that tier 3 tower there. Is gonna do some nice, cute little damage to it, most likely. Is already trying to attack it, is in range now. Nope, Kefani is going to tank it up and clear it out. However, no ult to clear that mid lane wave now. No ult for that team fight either. Pain is going deep, is able to pick up that Wisp, dies as a result of it though. And now this Krizzix is able to pick up that Kefani, and that team fight is pretty much over. I think Kefani ran out of endless cycle stacks as well, or it's on cooldown at least because she used it last fight. And now I wonder how Bazaar is going to clear these waves here. Luckily for them, Wisp is dead, otherwise it would be game over, I think. However, they still lose that tier 3 tower. And now we see Krizzix dying once again, however Lubu falls as well as a result. And yeah, they're still pushing on. They're still keeping the aggression on. QF3 just respawns, so they have to back out at this point. Slayer is up, and HKA's health bars are not too healthy right now. They are just not too healthy. They also have a Krizzix dead, Lubu dead on the other side, but we'll see if Bazaar is going to try to at least fight this. Doesn't seem like it. Once again, they're just busy duo clearing this bottom lane wave, and another Slayer drops. And yeah, this is just, guys, I predicted it. This is a full tank Emily in the mid lane. That is hilarious. I'm gonna play Emily in the mid lane for you guys, but I'm not playing it full tank. Miss me with that, boys, okay? I am not touching that build of absolute virginity right there. We are gonna go for a crit build in that mid lane, and we're gonna have a lot of fun with Flicker, okay? My way, not this pro player way. Because of course in pro play you have to go tanking. I mean, it's the right decision for him. It definitely won't carry a solo ranked game. Let me tell you that, okay? Because in solo ranked, I won't have DCB jungling for me. I will have a 0 and 15 Xanis jungling for me. Okay, guys? So I need to do some damage with some crit items. Now, back to the topic here. They have that Drake again pushing down that bottom lane. If they get this one, game is pretty much gonna be over. This is how this whole story has been so far. Huge Zip. Oh my goodness, did you see that? Zip sucks in both Liliana stun, S1 and the Wisp ult from range. GG. Both instantly dead there. I mean, at least QF3 instantly dead. I think the other guy either went back or used his endless cycle. And yeah, we have that Pain going in to poke. The members of HKA are pretty low HP right now. I'm not sure if they will try to end this game right now. However, with that Richter diving in deep and that huge Wisp ult again, just cleaning up that team fight, and now it is definitely game over for Bazaar here. HKA playing out of their mind right now, 3-1. It seems to be the next game will already be the last. Maybe I'll be wrong. I would love to be wrong because I want to see Bazaar put up a fight here. However, so far, not having the best of luck. We will see if we can get to those. Yeah, we see the Krikna gets the MVP. Of course, Shaolin is just playing so well here. Definitely one of the top junglers as well in this tournament. And we'll see on the side of Bazaar, actually, Emily gets MVP. If your tank Emily, full tank Emily gets MVP, you already know something is wrong, guys. Something is terribly wrong here. And yeah, we'll see who has the most damage. Of course, just everyone doing stellar damage there on HK's roster, even Richter with some decent damage. And on the other side, the damage numbers speak for themselves. They are literally half on almost every member. The QF3 even less than half of the Wisp's damage. So yeah, Wisp, I guess, power pick in this series at least. Super well played by the man there. And yeah, the man playing a little girl there, and to very high proficiency. So that is very interesting. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed this. If you did, leave a like, subscribe so you don't miss game 5. And yeah, if you did enjoy, leave a like, and I will see you guys the next time. Peace out, boys. Bye bye.